What is hatching, Toga Peeps? OldManTup coming at you today with our Week 4 team builder of Season 9 of the GBA versus TTM Jolt and the Kansas City Jirachiefs. So let's take a look at the team we're building against this week, and let me tell you, it is a monster, and I have not had as much trouble building against a team yet this season. He has Magearna, Mew, Mega Aerodactyl, Scolipede, Manaphy, Goodra, Incineroar, Alolan Ninetales, Breloom, Mismagius, and Groudon. Okay, so the team he has for us this week, the fastest thing on it is his Mega Aerodactyl at 150 speed, which outspeeds everything on our team. Our Zeraora is a 148 speed, I believe. So even max speed, he's going to outpace us. Next is Scolipede with that dangerous speed boost and the 112 base speed. So everything we have speed-wise, I believe, is to outpace a jolly Scolipede, because like I said, nothing else do we outpace. Other notables, at 105 is his Mismagius, which is one of my favorite Pokemon. At 109 is Alolan Ninetales. So he has a bunch of really, really good speed tiers. So that's something we're going to have to watch out for. Unfortunately, he does have the Goodra with the Sap Sipper ability, which I think we're probably 100% going to be seeing this week to combat our Shaman Sky, because otherwise we can just Seed Flare for days against his team. I mean, Scolipede can take it, but he doesn't want to come into an Air Slash. And I mean, it just hits us everything else really, really well. Air Slash and Seed Flare really good against this team. So as you're going to see, first up we do have Scarfzilla, our Shaman Sky form. With Scarf this week, we need it to be able to outpace the +1 Scolipede we mentioned, as well as Aerodactyl at max speed. So we're running 140 EVs in the speed, which puts us at 181 speed. 180, I believe, is the max speed for a jolly Scolipede. So that's what we have there. Rest and special attack, and then we just kind of sprinkle everything else from HP down. Running almost the exact same set outside of speed that we had last week. The Toxic, just to catch some things on the switch in. I may switch that out for Dazzling Gleam in the event that I'm worried about Air Slash or Seed Flare switch-ins, mainly just for Goodra, but I don't think it does a huge amount difference because Dazzling Gleam has a relatively low base attack. The boost, I don't think, gives us that much of a difference over Air Slash after the stab increase. Next, we'll be rocking Sean Connery, the Battle Bond Greninja. Gonna be running Expert Belt this week. Fairly similar set that we've run in the past. We have 192 speed on this. That is so we have the 180 speed on it, which guarantees a non-Battle Bond boosted Greninja can outspeed a max speed Scolipede, I believe was the calc that was for. Rest and special attack, and then the rest is, max special attack, the rest is dumped into HP. This is just a, hopefully, early game switch initiative user, and the rest damage across this team does really, really well. Next we have Strawberry, the MVP of the team, with leftovers, Thick Fat, because Thick Fat is to come in and take, what did we have Thick Fat for? Incineroar, should he bring it. The Alolan Ninetales, should he bring it, will be able to come in, take some blizzards. The spread that Goodra can bring against us, probably going to be Flamethrower and Ice Beam on that set. Another reason why we have that. Yeah, that's what we got this week. I really don't think Breloom's going to be coming against us. I could be wrong. We'll talk about that a little bit later. But that's the set we're running. Max defense, max HP. And the hack spread and set. Rocks, Body Slam, Thunder Wave, and Milk Drink. That's what we got. Next, we're going to be bringing the Super Saiyan Scizor, L Scizor, Mega Scizor, with the Scissorite, Technician, Bullet Punch, U-Turn, Defog, and Roost. This thing is meant to come in and takes on the likes of Magearna and his special attackers. This stands in very well against Manaphy unboosted, especially Alolan Ninetales. If we get switched in and not hit by a fire move on Alolan Ninetales, we just bullet punch it to oblivion all the time. So max special defense, max HP, the rest in defense. And that's what we got this week for our Scizor. Next we're bringing Ariel, which is one of my favorite sets, and I may switch this up before the match, but I don't know, because things on his team like Manaphy just come in and laugh in this thing's face, but this does really well against pretty much the rest of his team. We get neutral to super effective hits across a lot. And we're running the Flame War Marvel scale, max special defense, max HP, the rest sprinkled in defense, Coil, Hydro Pump, Blizzard, and Recover. Like I said, his biggest check to this on his team is Manaphy. So that's what we're going to have to keep our eyes out for. Hopefully we don't have to force this early to set up coils. But that is what we're bringing. Now, next, this was really a toss-up between 2 or 3 Mons. Mainly what we're bringing versus Zeraora. I really had a hard time picking this last slot because so many things on his team are really good against the rest of our team. But we decided on bringing Caliente again this week. The Entei with leftovers. Now, I know what you think. Why are you bringing leftovers this week as opposed to something like Charcoal or something else? Bringing a subset this week. The combination of Sacred Fire and Stone Edge really does a number across the vast majority of his team. Not a lot on his team wants to switch in to a Sacred Fire. So we are running the Adamant Max Attack, Max Speed set. Now, if we could get something that wants to come in against us, we get up a substitute, set up a Flame Charge, and just go to town. Once we're at +1 speed, there isn't a lot that stops us. I believe we do have to get to +2 with an Adamant nature in order to outspeed max speed Mega Aerodactyl. But aside from that, again, the Scolipede worries us. We do need to get to +2 to outspeed it after a Protect. So that's what we brought this week. Like I said, it was really a coin flip between this and Zeraora. Just really trying to figure out what he was going to bring against us because he has so many good options on his team and his speed tiers are just insane. So, rolling the dice this week, this is probably the most unsure I've been going into a matchup in a really, really, really long time. So, really hoping that we took the right gambles on the team this week. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. As always, I'm OldManTup. Unfortunately, we did not get to do a Raise the Jolly Roger this week, so you guys have one in the bank, and I'm going to try and figure out something to be extra special about that. And because of that, we are going to be bringing back the post-game interviews like we used to do way back in the day, like BattlerX did, like Magnitude did, a post-game press conference. So after the match tomorrow, I will say to leave your questions in the comment section. which I will ask that you do then. But that's been it for OldManTup, guys. Thank you for watching this far into the video. If you're still watching, do me a favor, and I want you to check out one of my favorite podcasters, Blast Burn Radio. One of the things I look forward to listening to every single week. They do things like right now the 3 hosts of the show are doing a Nuzlocke across the generations. Right now they're on Heart Gold and Soul Silver, and they're doing a Nuzlocke battle where each of them are doing the Nuzlocke individually. Then they fight with their teams, and they're building points towards the end to see who will be the grand champion across the generations. And it's really fun to listen to what they are doing with that. Aside from that, they just provide great content. Go check them out. But anyways, guys, links in the description to Blast Burn Radio. I'm OldManTup, and I will catch you on the flip side. Peace.